Hello fellow hitchhikers. Today I'm going to try and put together a team for my daughter to use and see if I can figure out a good combination of just the Axies I currently have. Most of them are basically floor Axies or almost floor Axies. I do have a couple that, there's a standard tank. This is a nice PvE adventure bird, and then I've just got some hodgepodge land dweller kind of ones, and see what I can do. Anyways, enjoy the video, and I'll express all of my thinking as I play the matches to try and explain how the game works too. So if you're a new player, you might be facing similar dilemmas as you build your team. Alright, there's two aspects to this game. The first aspect is arena, and in the teams area here I've made a PvP team, and we'll do a couple battles just to explain how this team works. Every Axie has its own traits and its own cards that it can use and play. So this Axie here has this tiny swing which deals 150 damage after round 4, and it has a free card. So this is the backliner. Generally you try not to play it too much because you're trying to accumulate lots of cards and play it later in the round. These two have an interesting symmetry. If you can happen to be able to pull off this Terror Chomp, and oh no, these two have the symmetry, and this Might Bite, they're both bug cards. See how they're both red? They will play in tandem with each other and apply fear. So we'll watch for that. I'll throw up this cattail on the tank, and this allows it, if it got hit by a bunch of beast cards, to draw new cards. Beast bug or mech. This here is a mech right here. It's got that bolt symbol and has all beast cards. So when this one goes to attack, if I can happen to have a cattail up, I will draw a whole bunch of cards. This one has this yam, which allows it to apply poison, and I have to watch this spike throw. Target enemy with lowest shield. So if this Axie here was to play that card first in an attack, it would actually end up skipping this tank and hopping over to here because it's the one with the lowest shield. And so I either want to play something on both of these. Maybe we'll do that, puts that 40, and I will do an all-out attack right there. And I won't play the pumpkin. Okay, in case he used that. So this all-out attack that I just did with this little beast here is double nut, so it does 120% damage, and I got a speed plus to make sure it'll go first, or at least a higher probability to go first next round. You can see I was able to destroy the tank with that. There's a hierarchy. Beast is stronger than tank, and tank is stronger than bird or fish. Well, actually I shouldn't say tank. Beast is stronger than plant. Plant is higher than bird or fish. Okay, so this is still alive. I have the steel energy. I'm going to play that now because there's a good chance they're only going to play 2 cards to just try and destroy this tank. Then this might go into last stand, and I might be able to pull off a steal. And I'm going to do this and this. And what that'll do is it's going to throw fear on this, which means it won't be able to play its card. So it misses. Attack, and now I'll probably be able to pull off a steal because I got 2 energy but only played 1 card. So you can see I stole an energy. So they're still down to 0 energy right now. Well, they just got 2. You get 2 each round. And so I think I'm going to still shield up. This forces them to have to play at least 2 energy in order just to destroy my tank. And if they decide again to only play 1, then they won't kill my tank. There's a good chance I'll go into last stand, and this here will do a bonus 120% damage if it does. And I'll throw that one up just for, I want to save this backliner. Again, he only threw 1. I don't think I'll be able to pull off a steal. It didn't go in the last stand, so I probably shouldn't have played that beach card. So we won't have 4 energy, which would take to destroy this. Well, maybe 3 energy if you had fish cards, because fish is higher than beast. But so I'm going to do this. No, I'm not going to do that one there. I think, how much shield can they put up? 85. I might be better off. Mech is the same as the beast, so I'm going to do this bird, and I'll do this fish. Hopefully I survive. I think I will survive. Oh, they had 3 energy. I lost track of the energy. I thought they only had 2, so anyways, I wasted some energy there. So I'm after round 4, so this will do that extra damage, but I don't really need to do the extra damage on this mech. I think I'm inclined to go bird and one of these. So even if they throw up double Mary Legion 160, I think I'm going to go with both of these. That way I've saved an energy for a full attack on this one on the next round. Oh, we didn't play anything. Well, that's lucky. I only cost me 1 energy. It did use up some of my free cards, but not a big deal. I get to go first up here, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to eliminate them in 1 round. It's a plant. These are reptile cards. Reptile and plant are in the same class, so this will do some pretty good damage. If I had a beast card, it'd be good to play that. Beast on plant has the advantage, and bug. So if I get a critical, oh, we'll see. I think it's going to take 2 rounds, but hopefully I survive. So they're playing the fish cards on the beast because fish has priority over beast. And target injured enemy. Oh, that didn't really do any raise. So they got us. Try another match. I did waste 2 energy in that last match, and if I hadn't wasted them, I would have had 4 energy in that last round and might have been able to pull it off. Often people pass in that first round, so this here, Sirius, this mouth Sirius, steal 1 energy from your opponent when comboed with 1 card. So that gives me that free cattail to go with it. And if they do decide to hit me with the beast, I'll at least collect a bunch of cards. And if they don't play, then I can steal an energy. And I'm actually tempted to just do an early attack. I hate wasting the shield, but I'll just do that. Just see what happens. I don't usually, there's no threat. They're not going to steal any energy. So maybe I'm better off not playing it, but I'm worried about this yam. And if they didn't draw it, I can get a little bit of damage done right at the start. Yeah. So I'll be able to get some damage in. This Cottontail that they just played is a free card, and it gives them free energy. So I was able to steal an energy back. And now there's just that much less damage I have to do to this with that poison, so I'm going to encounter less poison. What I'm going to do is do this. I'm going to chain these 2 together. This is that plant card, and this is that fear card, and that'll put fear on this, which will stop it from being able to play 2 cards. And they're probably going to be a yam, so that'll reduce the poison on me. Oh, so that destroys 2 of our energy. That did cost them 2 energy to play it. Oh, and they got a critical. Yeah, so this is a triple, so it causes this poison to take off 2 damage every round. That is too bad. I think I play both of these. It's not looking good. Wasted an energy, could have got away with 1. Well, this here at least gives me 50 shield each time. So I'll play these 2 together. There's they only played one on that last one, so they do have lots of energy, so they probably will attack, but there's also a good chance they might just pass this round. Okay, good. This was a bit of a mistake by them. Maybe they didn't have the card draw, because they've 130 shields not being used, because I didn't attack this one, I'm attacking the front one. But I can see they were just going in for the kill. So they went into last stand there. Once they go into last stand, it doesn't matter how much damage you do. I'm playing a card costs 1 bar, and hitting them is a second bar. So when you hit them, it ends up being 2 bars. So the question is, can I survive an attack and then hit them the second round with 4 energy? 130, 90, and then a heal. 250% damage on critical strike, so that's just based on luck. I think I'm going to pass and hope I survive. I probably won't, but yeah, I'm not going to. Alright, let's try another match. So a few things to watch for. So these lips here is that energy destroy. I don't really worry about the energy destroy all the time, because that costs them an energy destroy an energy. This horn here, they get an energy every time they get a critical. And this imp, this back here, this Ronin back there, is a guaranteed critical strike when combined with 2 cards. This is what's called a Rimp Beast. It's a standard beast. This is the standard team, plant, beast, bird. Usually the birds have a back door of some sort. Either the beak is a tiny little beak, which is attacked fastest. In this case, they've got the eggshell, which if they play that, will draw all attack to them. So a common strategy is, if this thing's in last stand, to play an eggshell, causing you to waste a bunch of energy, killing something that's already there. This mouth is target furthest enemy. Don't usually see it on a tank. It's kind of, by the time you get a chance to use it, the thing will be dead. Usually you see that mouth on something on the back or something in the midliner. So they didn't play this last round, I think. They might have played 1 card, I wasn't paying attention, but so that means they have 5 energy, which means they're ready to do a really good attack. They do have this back door on this tank, which means they could try and attack this beast back here, but otherwise they're going to come hitting hard. So I watch for those back doors, and if there's a way to defend. I don't have any cards on this back beast to be able to do anything. I wonder if you need a different backliner. So I'm just going to throw up a shield and hope I survive. So they can throw up this. They might throw up 140 shields. So this is where I'm sort of like tempted to pass, but there's also a good chance they're going to start using this beast with the energy destroys, because beast has the class advantage over the plant. So they're probably going to do a big attack with the beast. Not much I can do to defend myself, but hopefully draw a bunch of cards. And if they do that, then they'll have limited that they can put up to defend themselves. So oh, this one goes faster. I'm going to do the old fear on there. There, I'll do that. Saves me 1. Yeah, here comes So the beast attack with an energy destroy, but I didn't really have a logical way to play it, so why waste it? So it didn't end up activating the fear, but it doesn't matter. I wonder if they're going to do eggshell. If they do eggshell, what I could do, I need this shield. What I'm trying to decide here is if I throw fear on and the eggshell, then the bird won't be able to play the next round. Or if I play both of these, then I get the speed advantage. I think I'm going to do that. And then I'll be faster than the bird. They didn't play anything. They just got a free energy with their cottontail. Oh, I got a critical. That was very lucky for me. I got the double speed, but it's not enough to be faster than the bird. And this is where it's nice to have a back door. Person can jump past over here. This ended up working against me playing this double speed because now this one's faster, which means I can't use this might to try and get rid of the beast. So most likely they're not going to play on the bird, but they're going to throw a bunch of cards on this beast to try and do sort of a last stand attack. So I think I should spend I'm just going to pass. I didn't have enough shield to defend myself anyways. And it becomes 1v1, but I at least have 4 energy. And it's after round 4, so I can, and this is reptile. Reptile has advantage over bird. So I'll play those and then try and shield up. And here, if they break my shield, they do 120% damage. So, but bird has a huge advantage on beast and class advantage. You might be better off with a different backliner. We'll see. Let's go into the teams here and see if we can make a trade to a different backliner. The reason I liked these is these both have this bug part to try and utilize fear, but not being very successful with the fear. And this is not working great as a backliner, just being a reptile. Now, I mean being a beast. Could put a fish back there. Problem with this fish is it has imp. Try a bird. Alright, this kind of ends up creating a standard plant beast bird. Plant beast bird, you'll see that's the most common combination. This bird has lots of damage. It's all damage, which is great on one level. Has no backdoor though. I will target bug class enemies if this one's below 50%. So you end up needing energy to be able to play all these cards. The only way that we can generate energy with this team is just with this mouth with steel. So I'll throw this up and see if they do an early attack with the beast. They didn't. So I can look here. They have the flat mouth, which is serious. That means it can steal energy. They have the yam. They're going to try and poison things, but they don't have a thorny or anything to capitalize on those poisoned tanks or poisoned Axies. They can generate energy with this Luna Absorb. Otherwise, it's a very similar team. Hard to say what to do here. I'm tempted to just end turn. Yeah. They steal 1 energy, but I don't get poison over all of my Axies, and I survive. So they've wasted, or used, I shouldn't say wasted, they've used 3 cards, so they have less cards on here. They might be able to throw up 1 more 100 shield if they drew it, but otherwise they're a little bit tight on the card draw. So now I think I'm going to go for the attack. Beast on plant has the class advantage, and when played in combo. Combo means 2 cards played together from the same Axie. Chain means same card type on 2 different Axies. So I think I can load up here. We'll do the insect, bug, and 1, 2, 3, 4. That might be 1 card too many. I don't know how many shield is it going to do. Hopefully it's enough. Wish I had that cattail. So you can see they have that guaranteed crit, and then they have get an energy when played a critical. So they just got 2 free energy. I got a critical, but that was a wasted crit. It didn't do anything. I'm very lucky that I survived, but it loses every card that's played. It's getting 2 poison of energy damage. So I don't want to go and kill this tank by playing a bunch of bird cards, because it would, if I played 3 bird cards, it would kill my own tank in terms of poison damage. Now there's a good chance that this bird will play 3 cards or 1 card and try and kill the tank anyways. Either way, I want to play my cards on here so that if they don't play their bird, they're going to have to destroy it with the beast. They played a card anyways. Oh well, that cost them a full energy, and their beast was left undefended, so I was able to get some good damage done there. So I have all these bird cards. I haven't normally be forced to play it because they have that tiny beak, Dark Swoop, which gives it the attack fastest, but this bird doesn't have that, so I've been able to avoid that. They're probably going to do a couple energy destroys. I haven't seen them for a while, and we're after round 4. I saw 1, I believe, earlier. So I definitely, yeah, both of them have. They're going to try and play their bird, because bird has the class advantage on beast, which is the same thing I'm thinking. So trying to decide if I'm going to use these hairs. I think I'm going to do this headshot, and I'm just going to do 1. So headshot, what that does is it disables the horn the next round, but they're playing it because it does maximum damage. Okay, so it's bird on bird. Theirs is faster. If theirs is the same speed, 61, and mine's a 61. Oh no, mine's 59, because I have that hair, that beast part slows it down. And say if they were the same speed, then it goes by ID number, or it goes by health. So what I sometimes do if I'm the same speed is I let them injure me, and then that way the next round I go first. But so I might as well. They're going to try and do a full-on attack. This gives me the most shield. And I'll disable, and hopefully they, if I can survive this, then what'll happen is my headshot there will disable their horn the next round, and maybe that's what they end up drawing, but they didn't play any cards. I don't know why. Maybe they only had 2 energy. It's a good strategy to keep track of the energy that the opponent has. That way you you know what you need to play, or how many cards that they can play and what you need to play to respond to that. Yeah, our first victory. Let's try again. Okay, so there's that tiny little beak. That's the Dark Swoop. Target fastest. It does end up costing them an energy to only do 25 damage, but it does give them access to this bird back here. So often what people do is not play the first round, and then they try and play the second round when they have that energy. So I'm going to play these 2 on the next round, and in anticipation of that dark swoop attack. If they do it the first round, what would they get? 150. If they had, you get a 15% bonus when you play a part that matches. This is a bird card matching this bird, so it will do 135 twice, 270 plus the 25. Boy, it might put it into last stand if they drew it right off the start. But anyways, minute timed out, so worked out. I didn't play any cards. They have 5 energy plus the 2 cottontails they just played, so they're currently sitting at 7 energy. So they are for sure going to come in with an all-out attack on my bird, unless they just didn't get the card draw. And if they don't, they're going to be attacking this this tank. And I don't know if there's any point in playing these, because they probably wouldn't survive. They have dual blade. No, they don't. They have Sinister Strike with Nut, and I definitely will play this. The question is whether or not I should play either of these cards, or if I should just go for the plant damage. I think I'm just going to let him take the tank, and I'm going to try and do some plant damage. Oh, they didn't play. Huh, that worked out for me. And they didn't even play against my bird for attack fasted, so they're probably knowing that I was going to shield up. So now my bird is most likely gone this next round, but I'm not too worried about that because I've played all the cards off of it, unless I get a 3-card draw. Yeah. So probably going to come in, destroy my bird. Very well. So be it. And then they have enough energy that they could destroy my bird and then also use this beast to attack my tank. So yeah, either play 2 of these, let the tank go, or do I have enough for it to survive? Let's hope for a last stand. It is a healthy tank. Yeah, there we go. They attacked fastest. Figured that. And they knew what they were doing. They played that extra 25 in order to do the damage. That worked out for me, because that's good damage to their bird. They have loads of energy. I've lost track of how much energy they have, but they have lots. Their beast hasn't played, so they're loaded up with cards on their beast. I don't think there's any point in even trying to defend myself with the tank. And if they play all those cards, they're going to be shielded up. So I think my best play here is just to pass. Draw a bunch of cards. If I had put a pumpkin on there, I was thinking, then now that critical there at least made it okay that I didn't put that on there. Okay, so I have 4 against. Now this is where they might go and throw an eggshell. They throw an eggshell and I throw up 4 attack cards, and all of that gets wasted on that bird. So I'm inclined to just play the 2, have 4 energy for the next round, and have a little bit more speed. Oh, they had so much energy though, they probably are going to kill me. Oh, and then a critical. Oh well, didn't matter, I was dead anyways. So every time we play, we're going down in our ranking. Our MMR is going lower and lower, which means we're going against teams that are also lower. So hopefully we find a match for us in terms of the ability of this team and our skill set. Hey, all they can do is steal. They're probably going to pass this first round unless they happen to get double steal. Either way, there's nothing I can do about that. I will pass as well. Okay, they're just doing a one-off attack with each one, which does lower the health of my tank. I do that with one of my teams because it has a sleep, so then I can come in behind their shield the next round. This team doesn't have sleep, so all they've really done is run out of energy. So they're down to, and waste some shields. So they're down to 2 energy. So they might try and shield up. So hopefully this will trigger. So I'm going to play a bunch of beast cards. This one here, if their bird doesn't play, then I at least get a free card draw. Maybe I won't play beast cards. This is where I wish I had that other nut card. I'm going to play it anyways. I wanted the other nut, but I thought this would be enough to destroy the tank, so I played it. So I do get a bonus when attacking idle. So it's nice to have something on that tank. Oh, actually, I should play another card. So I try to see if this extra shield will cause them to require a second energy. In this case, it will, so I will play it. This means they have to play at least 2 energy to destroy this tank. And I'm just going to pass other than that. They split their attack, which was smart. Instead of putting 2 cards on one, they put 1 on one and then 1 on the other. And I had enough shield. They weren't able to activate this bonus because I wasn't idle. So now they're frustrated. They play 2 energy to my 1, and now they're in possibly the same dilemma because I could have had another pumpkin. I'm not going to put it up. So sometimes what I'll see happen now is they'll play 2 energy on the 1 bird just out of frustration, and then they'll waste it. That might not happen. They might still split. Either way, I believe they're just down to 2 energy, and this is a plant, so it doesn't have the class advantage. And they won't be able. They definitely don't have 3 energy to be able to play, or 4 energy to be able to play 1 on the bird to destroy this, and then 3 on here in order to activate this Ronin for the guaranteed critical. So I am just going to pass. That way I didn't waste all the shield. I know I'm about to get attacked on here. They have 3 energy. I have 5. I'm going to hope this survives the bird attack. Might be a mistake, but they've played so many bird cards, I don't think they're going to be able to have a full-on attack on birds and destroy this. And that'll give me the speed for the next round. And they might not even play their bird, in which case I'll get that card draw. And what is their horn? Shell jab. Yeah, I don't need the shield, so I might as well play it now. Come on, survive. No crits. No crits. No crits. Ooh, just. And if I can get both of these off, I'll have the speed. Oh, but not enough speed to be faster than the bird. Boy, with 2 speed downs and 2 speed ups, I was really hoping this would have been the first, because then I could have pulled off a couple free attacks. But in this case, I don't. What is their horn? I think I'm just going to throw this, and if I don't see any trump cards this round, oh, I did. At least that's less cards that they have available to them. So I won't play these. I wouldn't be able to get that advantage of attacking first, but also they're beast cards, and beasts don't have the class advantage on birds. I am going to be hit hard with at least 3, if not 4 cards, so I need as much shield as I can get. And I don't think we're going into another round, so there's no point in disabling the next round, and I need the shield anyways, so I'm going to do that. I probably would have been better off decreasing the morale playing that last round. But oh, last stand. Is it a tie game? Nope. I shouldn't have played that disable horn card. Should have saved it so I had 4 for the next round. So looking here, they have this great big beak here. This is sleep. I actually love this card on one of my teams. It allows you to get past their shield. They have this carrot on their midliner, so that's where they're going to generate their energy. I'm not seeing any energy steal or energy destroy, just heal and lots of shield. So there's really no point in playing anything. I might as well just end turn. So that's wasted shield and also wasted heal. Maybe they're hoping for a critical. So now they only have 2 energy. It's going to require at least 2 energy in order to destroy this. And even at that, it'll go into last stand. So I am just going to pass. So they played the sleep in anticipation of me shielding up. The problem with playing that tiny swing so early is, remember, it doesn't get its bonus until after round 4. So that was a bit of a waste. Now 1 energy will destroy it. They only have 2 total. So will they play 1 just hoping that I don't shield up again? So what I'm going to do here, they might even just pass this round because now they're realizing they're out of energy and they don't have any way to generate energy. So I'm going to try and steal an energy from them and see if they just play 1. Actually, I should maybe consider destroying this dusk. Oh, they shielded up. So they spent both their energy. Hopefully I can at least destroy their tank. So they are out of energy again. I'm out of energy. So if I don't destroy their tank, then that was a mistake. But I think I will. So I didn't get any energy for that steal. But I am at least alive. And I drew a couple cards. One for this hair and one for not breaking my shield. So they have 2 energy. I have 2 energy. They're probably hoping that I'm going to break this carrot. They're definitely going to throw up probably double carrot and hope that I break it. I'm going to throw these up because I don't believe that'll be enough to break their carrot, but it will be enough to require them to use a second energy. The other option is I go like this and this, but they'll have 2 carrots up. But I might be able to survive. Oh, they didn't play any carrots? What is going on? Oh, they wanted that kill. Okay, that was a really good move on them. Okay, that was a critical mistake that I just made there. I forgot about sleep. There's so many times that I've done that to someone and felt so good about it. Now that I'm on the other side of it, it doesn't feel so good. Okay, they are definitely playing the 2 carrots right now, hoping for me to break their shield. So I am not going to do that. So they're down to 0 energy. I have 4. Okay, I will go get my speed and get my attack bonuses with those nut. They still might have 1 sleep left. They don't. They're just shielding up. So they have no energy. And I believe this will put me faster than them. Oh, I got a critical. That was actually a really critical, because if they might have been able to draw carrots at that point and then give them the energy. So they have no energy. It's their last Axie. They do have this bonus swing, but they also can throw up a bunch of shield. I believe even if they give me their... Oh, if they attack with 2 of these or 2 of those, it might be enough to do me in. So I was thinking of passing. I can't remember. Dusk Dawn. I think I will pass and attack with 4 bird the next round. Hard to say. Was that a mistake? May have been a mistake. What does that horn do? Do I need the cards? Oh no. Okay, my internet froze there for a second. How does it go? It goes dusk, dawn. I can't remember the class advantage if I should be playing these. I'm just going to go all out attack. So I believe they only have two energy, so I can survive, so I don't need the shields. So just all out attack. Okay, so I don't have the class advantage with the hare, but I do with the bird, so I should have played all bird. See, I should have known my class advantage. Either way, I've disabled their horn, but they've just played two of them. Well, they're going to draw them again anyways, because they're the last one. So now, well, I might as well just play that again, because it gives me the biggest damage. Bird over dawn. There, we won a match. Okay, let's see if we can get a couple more wins. We have to get a total of 5 wins in a day. I'm not going to do all 5 in this video, but let's see if I can at least get one more win. Have I figured this team out? There's just a certain synergy with plant, beast, bird, eh? So this little X in the lips is something to watch for. If this thing gets down below 30%, it's able to put a death mark on whatever Axie it's attacking, which then means that the next card that hits it will do double damage, sort of a guaranteed critical. Here's that tiny little beak, which means it's going to attack fastest. Might be able to do that in the first round, put me in last stand, but I don't really have many shield anyways. So I'm going to just simply play that in anticipation of a possible beast attack. Otherwise, end turn. Odd, they've got this tiny swing on their tank, as you're not going to get that. This is very unlikely to survive past round 4. So I suspect they're going to try, if they've got the card draw, to do an attack fastest. So I believe I can survive an attack fastest. I don't know my birds very well. I don't usually play with birds. So is that enough? And now if it doesn't kill my bird and I'm going to do all this damage to their tank, I really need to anticipate finishing it off. So I'll do a plant, and then this is where I always wonder, am I making a mistake or not? Did I waste an energy by playing that tank? Okay, here comes attack fastest. Let's learn. Does it survive? 128. Oh, I don't think so. Yeah, so I wasted all that energy. I need to learn that, how much damage the birds can do on birds. So that was a complete disaster. I just wasted 3 energy off of that bird, even though I knew they were going to attack. Wow. And so this thing now is going to be able to pull off its Axie Kiss. So I definitely need to really try and kill it. Or I just let it throw. What would they do? Would they just throw the Axie Kiss on here and then try and destroy it the next round? It's possible. Should I try and steal an energy? Is that another mistake? Are they going to hit me with the beast? Well, let's just see what happens. Oh, they didn't play anything. They must have not got the card draw they want, so that's good. I get an energy back. Slowly redeem myself from that mistake. They have a 3v2, so they have that advantage. Yeah, I don't think they're going to be able to pull off this kiss. It's a weird to have that as a tank. But I see their thinking. Tanks get low, then they can throw the kiss, and look at that, we're almost past round 4, in which case they can use that tiny dino. Are they going to try and do an attack fastest again? How much shield can they throw up? 40, 80, 100. I still don't see them getting that advantage. I'm going to do that one just to have that extra shield. And I might as well pumpkin up. Question mark. Okay, that pumpkin kept me alive. That was a good decision. That gets rid of that. Can we pull this out of the fire? I've lost track of their energy. They're loaded up with energy. Let's try that. I don't know, I'm being unconventional. They're probably just going to backdoor this beast and just kill this beast with their bird because it's been so long and they've only played one of those swoops. Oh, the mind games. Okay, they split their attack. Stay alive. Steal one of their energy. Oh, they're down to... Oh, they don't have any energy. Okay, we both have 2 energy. Both have 2 energy, 2 Axie. If I could pull off being faster. I don't think I will be able to be faster than their bird. But if I could destroy their beast, then it'd be beast versus bird. That's still hard, but this gets the 120% increase. I think I'm actually better off doing those 2 in terms of damage. See, I should know my values. What's better, doing the 2 nuts and getting that 120% increase, or doing the 145? Oh, last stand. Oh, these morale. So morale, I believe, yeah, 58 gives you a higher chance of criticals, and I think is what gives you a better chance of last stand. So this is brutal because they can hit me with cards, but it's going to require at least 2 cards in order to damage them. So I have no choice but to play this. This is another loss. What are they thinking about? Oh, that was a good play. So that leaves their... So they played 2 cards. That leaves their beast with only 1 bar of energy, which means I effectively waste an energy. And yeah, bird has the advantage over beast. There's no way I'm going to survive. I just go for my shields and hope for, I don't know, 2 criticals. Wonder what they're waiting for. Just throw up a bunch of cards. Or I guess they're maybe thinking they can't destroy me with 2, but they can. This game is over. They're wanting me to surrender. You can surrender up here, but if you know the game is a loss, like this kind of scenario. Yeah, 173 damage. Last match, and then we'll look at the adventure. So this one has watering can, which gains an energy if it's struck by aquatics. So when if you have fish in your team and you see that, you really want to wait until you see that those cards get played. Wait as long as you possibly can, because if they play them in anticipation of you attacking, you can get rid of those. That stops you from giving them a whole bunch of energy. Again, there's that tiny beak. Attack fastest. Yeah, having this slow bird. This is a great bird. I use it in PvE because it gives me that extra cards. So it's a good bird for PvE. I'm not necessarily finding it to be a good bird in PvP though. So we learned a lesson that last match. If this attacks fastest, it will destroy this even if I've thrown 3 up. So this might not be the best backliner either in PvP. I think maybe I need to get like a reptile backliner for this team. maybe a reptile that has a bug card, so I can still use this Terror Chomp. Okay, last match. I think I need to get a different backliner. Let's trust that they can't do this draw, that they attack fastest, and let's just go all out attack on this tank. I'm gonna, and that, yeah, still not enough to defend against an attack fastest, but that might give me enough to destroy their tank, and then I don't care if they attack my bird with attack fastest, because I've played all the cards out. Oh, here we go. Oh, they didn't. Okay. So they attack my tank. Oh, it's going to do eggshell, which means I'm going to attack their bird. Why would they do that? That was a total mistake. Don't play eggshell, because you've just killed your bird. Well, here we go. So this disables the target's horn for the next round, and their horn is a healing horn. So this would be a good one to play. If they've played heals for this round, then they've got their heals. And then this would give me 40, 80. It would require 2 cards to... This is probably a mistake. Oh, I'm out of energy. That's definitely a mistake. I'll throw a pumpkin up. No, I'll let him just take the tank. Sacrifice the tank. Okay, so they healed this round, so this next round they can't. That's where it's nice if you have Scrab Curse. I rarely ever use it in PvP, but you can, if you have a bird with Scrab, you can throw that on that tank and then it can't heal itself this round. I mean, the round that you play it, or that horn does it the following round. And Scrab Curse is a bug card, so it does damage on plants too. So it is a good one to have. You don't see it in PvP. You almost see it always in PvE, but maybe it's time to bring it out in the PvP environment. Lost track of energy. So I'll stop them from healing again the next round. I don't think it'll be enough to destroy their tank this round, but at least they can't heal. And if my beast can survive, which it can't. Well, I have 2 bars. It only requires 1, but look, I'm going to be out of cards. So maybe I'm better off keeping that for the next round and playing 2 cards. It's hard to anticipate what this tank's going to do. They're probably not going to play any. So I'm just going to play 1 card. Leaves me last stand, so if they did decide to attack, at least they'll be hitting this beast. They can't heal because I disabled it for this round. And then, yeah, hopefully they don't play any cards. That's my hope. They didn't. Beautiful. So that means I destroy their tank. I still have this advantage. And now I have the bird over beast advantage. I could even pass one more time because they don't have a way to backdoor. No. So they may go and throw up like 3 cards thinking that I'm going to do an attack. Or they just throw up 1. Either way, that'll give me a full 4 cards to attack their beast the next round. My bird has the class advantage. And yeah, that's the move. I'm just going to end turn. They ended turn as well. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to end turn again. Waste your cards. And now I get to go first, and I can play all birds. And hope that it's enough. I think it will be. Either way, I'll have 4 cards the next round. And I don't think they'll have enough to destroy me. Boop. At least we end on a win. I really think I need to change that backliner to a reptile of some sort. Maybe a reptile with a bug part. I'll do some digging. But there, hopefully you learned something, or at least enjoyed losing some matches with me. Either way, keep track of your towels and don't panic. All right, I'm going to try one more match here. I switched up the back liner to have this this aqua, this fish. It has perch, which prioritizes idle. It has this imp, which is the problem. That's why I don't really like it. I'm trying it in a PvE environment, but perhaps I can anticipate a move here and be able to pull off a perch to be able to attack this beast. I think though what I need to do is try and get them to use their heal. Save me 1 energy. So I'll save 1 energy and then I'll try and use it in the next round, unless they steal an energy. But well, they didn't. So if their tank survives this, they're definitely going to try and heal in this next round. But I don't think their tank's going to survive, so that was interesting that they didn't play. Well, either way, it has this back door, so it prioritizes idle when combined with 2 other cards. Plus I needed 1 more match to do the daily. This would be the 5th win, so I think I'm just going to pass now. What is this mouth? Is that a chomp? Okay, this is a very common mouth that you see out there called chomp, and it's really frustrating to play against because it applies stun when combined with at least 2 other cards, and they have Vine Dagger, a 0 card, which doubles shield from this card when played with the plant, so they're not really using the feature of the card, but it's a 0 card. So, and it gives them some shields. And Chomp, when you're stunned, it allows them to bypass your shields, which I disagree with. I think you should only bypass the shield of the first card. But either way, Chomp bypasses your entire shield, so it's like sleep, and does damage, or it leaves you stunned, in which case you can't play your next card. So it's a very hard one to deal with. You need to have a 0 card on your backliner, and this backliner doesn't have, so that way you can play the nothing card to get rid of the stun and then play your cards. So I need a way to get rid of this. So I'm thinking maybe I can pull off a prioritized idle. Let's try it. 120% when it attacks first, which it will do. And let's do it. Aha! That was a great situation. I was able to get back there because it was idle and they put up cards on their beast. But I ran out of time there. I would have thrown these 2 acros up. So that is this enough shield? This might have been a waste of 4 energy if they can come in and hit me with 3 cards. I wanted to play it the last round, but I was too busy talking, ran out of time. So this time they anticipated I might do a prioritized idle, so they threw that shield up. So that worked out for me. It forced them to split their energy. My beast survives, and I'll be able to get in there. And I believe that'll be enough speed to make me faster than the reptile. So both will be able to play first. So that worked out. Yeah, and they already played 1 Sunder. They might have a ton of shield. Okay, I think the best play here actually is to not play. This will force them to use their cards on this, and then I can hit with 4 the next round. And it'll be, oh, but it's water on beast. They might anticipate that and not play any cards. Oh, well, time's out. Oh, they did play cards. Oh, good. Okay, so they're still down to 2 energy. So that's great. They might try and do a chomp, but it'll be after I've played. So here goes. Max damage. 120% if this Axie attacks first. I'll save the lamb, so if they do get off some damage, I can use them the next time. And I'll do the 2 perch. I think it'll be enough. Great. Hey, we got our 5 wins. Now we can do our PvE for adventure.